Hi, this is Kirutika Janathanan, wife of Kartikeyan Palaniswamy. Swami, his father's name. Kartikeyan, my husband's name. Janathanan, my father's name. And I just want you to stay away from my family. My family means my father's as well as my in-laws. Got it? If you are from any party, try to understand one point. We are citizens of India. We have our duties, rights, and there is nothing else to do with the political parties or with the third parties. If you are not related to our friends circle, relative circle, or even in the jurisdiction circle, stay away from our family matters. Got it? I told you to get into the court. I gave you a lot of challenges. You failed in it. And you were trying to give lot of troubles on my back. Now I'm waiting for the RTI reply. I'm waiting for the reply from the respective authorities related to one particular issue, that is with my PAN card, because they really changed the name. They shuffled the first and last name very recently, for sure, because I have lot of documents against what is there right now, because my PAN number is there and my date of birth is there and phone number is there. Only the names are shuffled. So that is not at all possible. And also I have lot of valid legal points. I'm just waiting for you. I told you to step into the court. You are an individual. I am an individual. My father is an individual. You have no rights to talk to anyone. You cannot disturb my sister's family as well. Got it? You have no rights towards anyone. If you are from DMK, let me tell you very clearly. This is quite dangerous. The situation related to democracy. I always try to remind you about the things related to Indian Constitution as well as the laws stated in Indian Penal Code. You have no rights directly. You cannot force, pressure or do anything with any individual. That is called as crime. If you step into my house in Dindivanam, let me tell you, I will call the police. And you have no rights to call my father to any place. I asked him to stay at home. Now I am going to contact the police. And also, I have to curb his activities. He has to stay at home. He got enough money. He is having money because he sold his land and he invested the amount in the bank and the interest is coming. That's enough. And if he needs anything, then we are here to take care of him. he shouldn't get into the office. I have to stop this. Because you must understand one thing. It is quite easy to put the blame on anyone. But you must understand one thing. Why they are setting the age to retire. Why? It's not just because of the ability, but age-wise everything is getting very difficult. It's not quite easy to carry out all the things with full consciousness, with full energy. There will be no such thing. No one can carry out the things if that is quite official. You shouldn't allow the person, and you cannot restrict. But I will check with my father again. Well, I asked him to stay at home, and you shouldn't step into my father's house, and you shouldn't call him to your place. You sent him with the dress. I saw the thing on the day. That is your arrangement. If there is the CBI investigation, you will be under soup for sure. And you are always threatening me and sending the threats indirectly. I am not ignoring it. I am taking it, and I am telling you, there is an institution in between us, and you are an individual. You cannot force anything on anyone. You cannot put your pressure. You cannot step into my house. You cannot give any dress to my father. You cannot kidnap him. You cannot send him here as the way you want, whenever you want. You cannot, give the dress to him. You cannot ask him to wear that one. You cannot simply put all your pressure on him. This is against democracy. This is against the human rights. It is the violation of the human rights. Whatever you did, I have no proof. But I am telling you, I know about your work. This is the democratic country. I think you have to understand this point, and otherwise, I request, I'm going to contact the legal department otherwise. Because you guys are having the power and you are misusing it. You are using people, you yourself hidden. Likewise, you can use anyone on our back. That's the problem. That's why I kept quiet. It's too tough for me to fight with you. And I just don't get it. Like, how did you get this sort of power to suppress people, to, to send threats? Who gave you the rights? You're from DMK, right? You are from DMK for sure. I don't want to fight with any politician or anyone having the political background, because I know what you could do. Because you are there is a difference between the bureaucrat and you. Do you know what is that? Because you can use people by saying your name, and they just don't question, they just don't, they are not going to question you, and you can simply use your power. And you don't worry about anything. You will just cut everything off, whatever comes in your way. But the bureaucrat, the people from the legal system will not do that sort of thing. That's the difference between you and the bureaucrat. you and the people in the legal system. Who are you, by the way? How could you get this sort of idea? How could you meet my father? And you did that in Palakkad. You know what? That was the first time I couldn't stop my father. I would have left. I was, anyhow, you killed my son, you bloody bastard, son of a bitch. I'm not related to your state. How dare you to step into another state and show your strength? And your party, I'm not blaming DMK now. I don't know who is doing it. But I could strongly say that you guys are from DMK. But on the whole, all the parties are having the clash. So, they can also do it from ADMK or from any other party. That's the advantage, right? You can simply get away with what you did. You butchered my son, you bastard. Just stay away from our lives. It's nothing to do with what is there. What do you want me to say? You were doing something on our back for years without even knowing the truth. Or simply doing the same thing again and again. It's not going to give you any result. You're an idiot and quite dangerous too. I don't know who are you. I don't know who you are. I really don't care about your status or rank. But you have no rights to meet my father. You cannot force him to come here. You cannot, he is quite old. How dare you to send him to my house? And you were always giving him dress. You did that in Palakkad. I was trying my level best to stop my father. I asked him to stay with me, not to go anywhere. But you blackmailed him. You are honest back. You said something. I don't know who is that guy. But here I'm telling you so that everyone will come to know about what you did. And everyone was watching it. That's what I couldn't get it. Like, what's really going on? And this is happening in the democratic country, in the republic country, in India. You already crossed your limits. You did a crime. You murdered my son. You took him away. And you are having the strong political background. That doesn't mean that you can simply suppress the people. This is quite dangerous situation. How dare you to do that sort of thing? You bastard. Again and again you are coming back and you are sending the threats. That's quite subtle and it's really annoying me. You bloody bastard, you just go back to your state and do your business. Why are you interfering into each and everyone's life? Who gave you the authority? I told you about one thing. Law is equal to each and everyone. And everyone should approach the other person. If you are not a neighbor, if you are not a friend, if you are not a relative, if you are not related to someone personally, then you have no rights to get in touch with someone. And you cannot force, you cannot threaten, you cannot do anything. You already did something with my father. My God, in his age, it's quite difficult. How dare you to touch my father? How dare you to give the dress and all to him? I'm sure that it's your work. If CBI is getting into this issue, it will be very tough for you. This is the crime in the violation of the human rights. You have no right to talk to my father. You have no right to disturb my sister's family. You have no right to get into my in-laws' house. If I ask, if it is getting into the investigation, say CBI or CID, whatever, every record will be pulled. All the phone calls from my husband's family, from my father's, everything will be clarified. How dare you to show your strength as such? Who gave you the rights? Just wondering, I'm seriously, forget about our lives. I'm really worried about the status of the political as well as, the security of the state. If you are able to do it with my family, then it is possible for you to do it with many families. That's my worry. And it's quite dangerous. If this is the scenario, it is quite dangerous. And if someone should take over the situation, they have to take control of it. If the law and order is not there, then everything will be collapsed. And this is so bad. It's better, to give the opportunity to each and every party. Because you guys are simply uttering the name, and you are doing all sort of nonsense. But the bureaucrat or any other person from the legal system or simply from the system cannot do it. But a politician is having that sort of power, simply uttering his name and getting things done. How dare you to, contact my father? Who told you to do that? What is the, meaning of law and order in between? How dare you to meet my father? Who gave you the rights? You killed my son. Oh, what? This is quite cruel and unbelievable. Just wondering that, everyone is simply living his or her life because they are thinking that okay, everything is going well. But the law and order is not at all steady in Tamil Nadu, it seems. Anyone can come, anyone can threaten the people and do whatever they want. What is this? Who gave you the rights, by the way? Who are you? After giving all the replies, you coming back and saying something that is also a threat. I told you to get into the court. You are not interested. I told you to get into the station. You are not interested. And you are troubling my father and he is staying alone. I begged him to stay at home when I was in Palakkad. You are threatening him. You are always on his back. I wanted to know who is doing it. And you already, you planned it. Eh? Before my sister's marriage. You planned it very well. You executed it very well. I'm not interested in your state's affair, but you cannot simply threaten my father or disturb my sister's family, or you have no rights to get into my husband's family as well. If I check with anyone, if I file the case, they will pull all the records out, all the phone numbers, whatever communication happened so far will be pulled out. Just stay away from our lives. You have no rights. You have no rights to disturb other human being. It's the violation of the human rights at first. Try to get it. Guys have gone mad in Tamil Nadu. I think I don't know who is doing it in I'm not simply going to leave you. You kill my son. Just get lost.